Good evening to everyone. Welcome to TGIF with Christina. And tonight we are going to talk about playing with problems. Let me know where are you tuning in from for all the YouTube viewers, the Facebook and also Instagram. A very good evening to all of you. It's 14th of January and there goes 2 weeks of January in the year 2022. And I would say tonight the topic is rather something that I'm going through right now. So 2 questions for everyone. Are you a fixer yourself? Do you always tend to be deemed as a person who are fixing everything in your life or fixing all the problems that occur and come to your way? And if you are a fixer, do you play with the problems or just wanted to get over it? Let me just redo this thing so that it will not be a taker. So do you play with the problems or just wanted to get over it, right? Okay, so 2 questions for everyone to think about it. Are you a fixer? Do you play with problems or you just wanted to get over with it? Okay, so a very good evening to everyone. Welcome to Body, Mind, Soul Live Talk. And today is TGIF. So tonight is TGIF with Christina. Hey, hi, someone that is from, I think it's Rhonda, if I'm not wrong, Rhonda Kelly. Is that you? Okay, so give me a hi, yeah, or you can come in and tune into Body, Mind, Soul magazine Facebook page or even YouTube, because Instagram is a little too far for me to go and type something and just say, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this live response to you. So thank you very much. Yeah. I think it's Rhonda Kelly. Yes. And so Body Mind Soul, once again, is a platform where we aims to impact lives positively. And we have been doing this since, the magazine itself, we have just released the volume 31 with the theme, The Wisdom of Love. And we have been publishing Body, Mind, Soul magazine since the year 2014. And this year, in year 2022, marks the 8th year that we have been publishing. It's a quarterly magazine. And every quarter, we have different theme. This beautiful beginning of 2022 is all about love. It's all about the wisdom of love. And in the magazine itself, the content itself, we have our feature article, love life loving what love is life and life is love. And of course we also have interesting articles where it says the profits of mindfulness investment. And I have Rhonda over here telling me she's writing the next article. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Rhonda. I'm waiting for it. We can't wait to see more contributors from all over the world to write their piece of stories, to share their piece of wisdom with us and through us. And Body, Mind, Soul always welcome any writers around the world, or even, if you think you are not a writer, never mind. As long as your stories is authentic, as long as your experience is authentic, and you just have the heart to share, to also inspire others, to share your stories, and hoping that one day your story can be an impactful, inspiring piece of a puzzle to someone who is in need at the other side of the world. We will never know whether this will happen to any one of us. And also, I'm sure when we are going through our own journey, when we are going through our own difficult times, or I would say downtime, and life is like a chart. There is always up and down, never a straight line. We always wish that there is something there, or there's someone there will be there for us. And Body, Mind, Soul aims to be that someone for everyone over here through collecting and curating different life experiences from everyone around the world. Yeah, so thank you, Rhonda, for staying with us. And this is where we are having a volume 31 and just released in the January. Yeah, and you can read it for free, or as long as you join and become the Body, Mind, Soul community. All our entire collection, digital copy, you can read it for free. Secondly, you know what? we are giving away a gift of joy to all Body Mind Soul community members that are residing in Malaysia, unfortunately. What is inside that gift of pack is a lip butter from Ola Natura. Personally, I love it very much. And of course, Body Mind Soul Magazine Volume 23 is a hard copy that will ship to you together with lip butter from Ola Natura. What is also very essential, or I would say it's going to be a kickstart, okay, for year 2022 is an emotional wellness screening, a 20 minutes emotional wellness screening sponsored by the Golden Space. We have sent out our first batch to deliver to all those community members that have redeemed via our website. And I'm sure you can see the pop-up on the YouTube as well as on the, our Facebook. The link is there. If you are a community and this is your first time hearing this, you can actually redeem it right away. There's no cost involved except if you choose to deliver to your doorstep, you will need to pay the delivery fee, or else you can collect it from our office located at Kota Damansara. Okay, so really redeem this free gift of joy for the beginning of the year. Rhonda is saying better than durian. What do you mean better than durian, Rhonda? You mean the lip butter better than durian? Is that so? I don't think anyone wants to put on a lip butter with a durian taste. It will smell horrible. Hello, yes, hi. How are you? It's already 14 days of 2022. I would say it's rather a very interesting 14 days for me. I learned a lot. Yes, as a prize, better than durian. Rhonda, yes. I don't think we will give out durian either. I personally love durian, but I don't like the smell that linger on my mouth. So I wouldn't come across to curate a gift that give out durian. But unfortunately, it's for a community member residing in Malaysia. So if you have any Malaysian friends that would, that you think this is a good deed, get them to redeem the gift as long as they just sign up the Body Mind Soul community, and it's free sign up anyway, and they can just redeem the gift right away. And this is one of the gift bag that we always wish to give back to all our community members and it's like a collaborations with all our holistic solutions services provider that are listed on our website as well. So our website do have a listing page where we listed all the holistic solutions services or even product providers as well. So come on board and join us, and let us inspire each other. Let us touch more hearts together. Whoever that's watching right now, just say hello to me and let me know you are here with me, because tonight is rather me learning from every one of you. How do you play with your problems, or even do you deem problem at the very first place? Do you see anything that occur in your life as a problem at the very first place? I must share my bit of stories. I would say the first 14 days what made me realize after last Friday, I think I shared a better self, better life. And I actually shared, how spirituality helps me. But after another 7 days, I realized even with all the tools in my hand, even with, knowing and being in this industry of impacting life positively, coming across with so many interesting individuals that come to the Body Mind Soul Live Talk that happens every Saturday, Malaysia time at 3 p.m. I get to learn from so many different inspiring figures. I get to read so many different motivational, I would say, live motivational stories, real people, real stories, real articles that published under Body Mind Soul website or even the magazine. I myself still feel that I am lost in transactions somehow. So with all the tools available, I still feel lost. Excuse me. I still feel lost in my recent journey, where I know that, what you focus, it expands, right? That's the saying. Whatever that you focus, if I'm not wrong, it's the most famous person that quoted this was Tony Robbins. What you focus, it expands. Where the energy goes, what follows, I've forgotten. But anyway, I think that's quite a famous quote that is from Tony Robbins. Yeah, even though I know this, but sometimes you just can't help to focus on things that you don't wish that you are focusing, especially when the word is problem. Yeah. So I realized that what made me realize recently, or I would say a few hours ago, I have been focusing on fixing problems. I have been deeming everything that happened in my life in the past 7 days as problems. So, anyone from the audience, if you resonate with this or if you have gone through something like this, do share with me your piece of stories and let me know how you feel. And let me know also, let me learn from you tonight. How did you get over it? Or how did you bring yourself out of it and not to look at it as a problem? With all the positive quotes, with all the tools that I have, with all this, I would say, knowledge that I've gained, there are times I myself also dwell or drown into that loop and keep on seeing more problems. And what I focused was I need to find solutions to resolve the problem. But little did I know, right? At the very first place, I was very impatient and just wanting to find a quick fix. So I think at the very beginning, I can't even accept there is problem happening in my life. Or I would say there is a bumper that happened in my life. And I can't take that bumper at all. And I see that bumper as a huge mountain in front of me. Some people take bumper like it's just a bumper in the road. You say boom boom and then you crossed already. Some people like me, it's a bumper, but I expand it, I focus it so much until I become it's like as though I am the ant walking on earth, looking at the bumper as a huge mountain, right? So this is what happened. And also, you know what? Finding solutions is definitely a good attitude, but with the intention of not having patience, just wanting a quick fix, that would be a different story that I'm talking about. Some people are solutions focused. They focus on the solutions, they don't focus on the problem. But for me, I focus on the problem, therefore I need a solution. So this is a different story. So, and it kind of make my life even more problematic because what you focus, it expands. So I focus on problem, yearning to have solutions, yet the solutions didn't come because I can't even accept problem in the very first place. And then I keep on looping on it. So what do I get? I get more problem, isn't it? I get more problem that I don't like. So I believe, it really taught me a lessons where all I need to do is just accept the very first place with a lot of peace, problems or challenge or episodes. It's just another episodes of life, which I failed to do so. Like there is a saying, when your teacher put a black dot on the whiteboard, do you focus on the whiteboard, which has the entire space in that huge whiteboard, or you just focus on the black dot? Unfortunately, for the past 7 days, I ignore the whiteboard and I only focus on that very small dot in front of me. And I focus and I focus and I zoom in and I zoom in and I zoom in until there is no whiteboard anymore. So I believe, really made me feel very suffocated. It makes me I think it makes me lost focus in my life, and all I did was feeling how pathetic my life is, feeling how challenging, how challenge it is, and why this happened to me in the very beginning of the year. It's only January. It is only January, and January is already like this. How am I going to go through it in February and the months to come? When you just forgotten all those that you have learned, you kind of like focus and expand all the negative thoughts that is inside your brain. And one thing I realized that what happened to me was really that part of me to allow helps to come in. And it takes a lot of courage to be able to ask for help. For instance, tonight, it takes a lot out of me to really, having a TGIF that usually giving out tips, usually giving out solutions. But now here I am to ask from all of you to give suggestion back to me, and also anyone who is going through something similar that can actually cross it, or that can actually be out of the box, have a new perspective to look at it. How do you play with your problems? I think one of the way that literally helped me a lot was um, letting down my guard and speak to a friend. A lot of times, oftentimes, with me, my personal character, I will not share anything to anyone if I know there is no solutions come out of the conversation. I will always feel there should be a constructive solutions or a benefits conversation. If not, then it seems like I'm just throwing my trash to a person. But literally, I know I have, I it's like I don't love myself enough in a way to allow myself to let down that guard and speak to a trusted friend, and just have that trusted friend to have that pair of ears to listen. It's very ironic, I have always been a person where my friends will turn to listen, and I really just listen. Maybe along the way, I just, what, it's not a big deal, you have me, anything, we just come out and have a piece of cake, but when the role switches, I didn't allow myself to be the other person and look for someone to listen to me. I realized this is so, I would say for me, this is so wrong. I mean, it's not a wrong. It's like I didn't allow myself to be another layer, to allow that vulnerability to just expose it out. Another layer of vulnerability, another layer of letting down my guard, another layer of let loose, per se. Sometimes it is just what we need is just to be heard by a friend. If you now, as you listen, and perhaps you're going through something that makes you feel very suffocating, perhaps really all you need is to have that someone to listen to you. Perhaps all you need is not looking for a solutions, but just by letting down your guard, have a piece of cake with a cup of coffee, have a good high tea, talk it through. Just by visualizing this, I already feel happy. Yet, for the past 7 days, I did not even allow myself to go to that end. So this is really something that I learned in a good way, and I realized, what? No matter how many tools that we have, no matter how much we practice, sometimes you have the tools, but if you don't practice it, it's literally equal to you have not learned any, right? But there's always another layer deeper. If you allow yourself to know about yourself. Recently, a lot of incidents that's going on in my life, I would say there are tears. I would say there are joyful moments. I would say there are moments that I realize, hey, if it's the old me, I would have exploded long time before. I would have walked away from whatever that is happening. I would have just ignored everything and just drop everything and just go out and hang out with friends and not even talk about it and just brush it off. But what I realized is, oh wow, this round I really allow myself to sit down and face it, even though I still have I can do it better, that's for sure, but I have changed. So there's always a layer deeper. And by knowing there is always a layer deeper, by allowing and accepting myself, there is always a layer deeper, that is a celebration as well, because I know myself another layer deeper. So yeah, so this is one of the cool thing that I learned by playing with problems. So let me know, how do you play with problems? Amy, come on, let's go to have a sip of coffee and a piece of cake. You talk, I listen. Thank you, Hui Ching. Yes, let's catch up again. I like the Christmas tree behind you. Now you should change it to Chinese New Year Fat Choi Shi already. So this is what happened to me. And along the way, I realized while focusing on problems, there is this thing inside my heart that is shouting so loud, oh my God, when can I feel free? I'm yearning for freedom. Can freedom comes to me? Can the universe help me to resolve all this? But little did I know, right? True liberations actually comes through love. And this is what we talk about in volume 31, The Wisdom of Love. There are so many articles that talks about the wisdom of love in different perspectives of life. It can be a perspective of investment. It can be a perspective of self-love. It can be a perspective of body love as well. But true liberations, this one really resonates so deep inside my heart that when I let my guard down and no longer focus on problems, but starts to love all the bumpers that is happening in my life, all the episodes that is happening in my life, all the encounters. I must say all. I have not reached there yet. I am still a work in progress, but it's closer. Every day is another step closer, I would say. That's where I feel like, hey, I can breathe better. That's when I feel like, hey, freedom is just in my hand, and freedom has always been here. And yet I've been yearning from somewhere external, like trying to run away or wanting to go over to a place or go for a vacation. Eventually, all this, I don't need it, because even if I go to a vacation, I won't feel free. I'm still resisting what life is happening for me again, and not going with what life is happening for me. So true liberations truly comes through love, when I love and I allow. I feel the word is when I give permission and allow myself to love one after another. And this is where it comes. And then when I have that piece of cake, which I ordered Grab to my house, that cake tastes differently. And I'm not kidding you. I'm a person who loves cake so much. There was one day when I eat the cake, I was crying. And I'm like, how can I cry when I'm eating my favorite piece of cake? Something is so not right. Until I allow myself to sit in and to really look at it. Nobody is perfect. It's okay if we are not perfect. What you choose next is most important. Yeah. And what you choose next, it meant a lot. I can continue to choose to ignore this and not expose it out and not sharing it over here live, even though the live viewer is quite low today rather, but it's okay, right? At least I allow myself to share it out and you guys are listening to me. And that is the pair of ears I need to have, So if you are going through something similar and you are feeling, the entire world is just nowhere for you to turn, this is where you can turn to as well. And it is okay to be imperfect. It is okay to truly be in the work in progress, knowing that you choose to be a better self the next moment. When I was eating that piece of cake and I was crying, I still remember it was a Nutella chocolate cake. Nutella plus chocolate plus cake. and I'm crying. And I was inside my heart, I was like telling myself, hey, no, this is not going to happen. This shouldn't be happen. But yes, I'm crying. So I allow myself and accepted myself that I'm crying. But I told myself, you know what, when I finish this piece of cake, let's really look into it and understand what is going through inside me. And that is when I realized I have been resisting everything that is happening for me to grow because it is so discomfort. It is so stretching. It is so expensive. It is so out of the comfort zone that I don't even know where it's going to lead me to. But when I just let down my guard and start breathing in and out and just keep reciting, you know what, I love what is going on. I love myself and I forgive myself for being so harsh to myself. And that's where things get better. And today, when I ate that piece of chocolate cake, it tastes different. I must say, I really savor every piece of the Nutella and the chocolate into my mouth, and I'm smiling at it. If you are the one who resonate or who is drawn to watch today live talk, even though after the live, if you need that pair of ears, you can always write in to us, or you can always write to us, or even write to me, PM me, private me on my Facebook or Instagram. We are always here to listen and we are always here to support. And that is why we created Body Mind Soul Community. It's a community where we aim to grow and also to support each other to impact life positively, right? So I'm going to see you tomorrow. It's going to be something different that we are doing for our regular live talk. Tomorrow, we are going to talk about our volume 31, The Wisdom of Love. And I have a guest that is going to highlight and share together with me some of the articles that truly inspire us and it make us realize different things in our life, and it kind of like added value to us personally. And we hope through our sharing, you will be also gaining something from this volume 31, The Wisdom of Love. And for the coming 3 months, January until March, we are going to talk about love and love only. And with that, I would say, remember to redeem your gift of joy. And if you have not redeemed it, redeem it right now. All you need to do is just click on the link that we are about to publish it again so that you can redeem it directly. It's a free gift that is worth $225 with a lip butter from Ola Natura, and also a hard copy of Body Mind Soul Magazine Volume 23, and also comes with an emotional wellness screening sponsored by the Golden Space. And this is our love back to our community. So remember to redeem your gift of joy and kickstart and really have this piece of joy with you. And for those who have received the gift pack, this gift of joy, remember to post it and tag us either on Instagram or Facebook. We welcome you to tag us and let us know how you feel when you open it up and when you try on the lip butter, or even after your screening. Let us know how you feel. With that, I would say goodbye to everyone and have a good evening on this beautiful Friday. See you tomorrow at 3 o'clock, Body, Mind, Soul Live Talk. We are going to talk about Volume 31, The Wisdom of Love. Goodbye and have a great night. Let me see. Bye, everyone.